Evan's Journey to Life. The Evolution of Consciousness. Day 27. In this conclusion post of Is the Mind Matter? Part 2, we're walking the process of seeing, realizing, and understanding how we've separated ourselves from matter and physicality and substance, how all that we in fact are is the mind as energy manifest, separate from and of matter, physicality, and substance, that has come to use and abuse matter, physicality, and substance for ourselves as energy, mind, consciousness to exist and evolve. Within this, the consequences this has created as ourselves, our relationships, this physical existence, and our creations. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how reincarnation is the reincarnation process that I induce onto and towards the physical, life after life after life, as me, as the mind of and as energy, incarcerate and hold prisoner the physical and matter and substance through and as my process of transforming substance, matter, and physicality into and as energy throughout my time and opportunity in and as this physical existence from and of the moment of inception into and as this physical existence and the conception of me as separation, where my process of rebirth, re-emergence into and as existence manifests simultaneously through inception and conception in and the con as inception, where I rebirth, reemerge from and of this physical existence, matter, and substance, in and as equality and oneness as my physical body development and manifestation, with my beingness with and as the physical body equal to and one with substance, physicality, and matter, within as my equality and oneness with and as substance, matter, physicality, and ception as the reception of my physical body and beingness of and as equality and oneness into and as this physical existence in matter and substance. Conception, where simultaneously, as I rebirth and reemerge within and as the inception process as equality and oneness, as the physical body and beingness, I rebirth, reemerge within and as the conception process. With con, as me as energy and consciousness emerging, rebirthing from and of physicality, matter, and substance, as I consume the physicality, matter, and substance of the female's physical body within and during the development and manifestation of my physical body. Within and during that process of consumption, transform in that physicality, matter, and substance I consume into and as energy, where that energy, consisting of and existing as negative energy experience, because the consumption process consists of and exists as the friction and conflict I initiate as the conception of me as energy as manifested separation from and of existence that I have been and become throughout time, that have conditioned my emergence and rebirth into and as and from existence in the nature and starting point of conception, as conceiving me as separate, and in that separation immediately within the inception process, start the process of consuming substance to transform into energy for the simultaneously conception and development and manifestation of me as energy. And thus that energy I create, develop, and manifest through consuming physicality, matter, and substance, while and as my physical body develop and manifest, consisting of and existing as negative energy experience, is then inverted into and as my beingness within and as the physical body that is developing and manifesting, and as the negative energy experience ripple and reverberate into and as my beingness. The very energy consume my substance and beingness within and as the physical body that transform my beingness into and as the neutral energy experience and accumulate into and as the positive energy experience. So, as and while my physical body and beingness develop and manifest as the inception process of and as physicality, matter, and substance, I simultaneously develop and manifest my consciousness as the awareness layers of me as negative energy experience, neutral energy experience, and positive energy experience as the conception process of and as energy. Thus, the inception process and conception process manifest parallel, and by the time my physical body is successfully manifested and developed, my consciousness as energy awareness of the negative energy experience as my unconscious mind in and as the physical body, and the neutral energy experience and positive energy experience of and as my beingness is equally as one successfully developed and manifested. And so the con equals consciousness, and deception is the reception of consciousness as energy as it receives itself through and as the consumption and transformation of and as substance, physicality, and matter in and during the inception process of and as the physical body and beingness. In this, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how I have accepted and allowed myself to, within and during the conception process of consciousness as energy, emerge and rebirth as energy, and develop and manifest as the unconscious, subconscious, and conscious that will be and become the embodiment, platform, and formation for the evolution of consciousness as the entire mind as me as energy awareness, where the origin and source of consciousness, mind, and energy as me is from and of the inception process of and as the physical body, and beingness of and as equality and oneness, with and as physicality, matter, and substance. And so I rebirth, reemerge, develop, and manifest as consciousness from and of as consuming substance, physicality, and matter, instead of reemerging, rebirthing with and as substance, physicality, and matter, as equality and oneness. And thus, I exist in two separate realities, the reality of energy that consume the reality of physicality, where the reality of energy becomes my internal formation and structuring alignment of and as the unconscious negative energy experience, the subconscious neutral energy experience, and the conscious positive energy experience, in separation from and of my internal and external formation, structuring, alignment as my beingness and physical body that exists and is manifested initially within and as equality and oneness, within as substance, physicality, and matter. In this, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to create and manifest relationship as a relationship between me as the energy reality, as consciousness, and the physical reality of and as substance, matter, and physicality, where, because I rebirth and reemerge with my awareness separated into and as energy that develop and manifest as consciousness within the layerings of the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious. The unconscious mind is my first layer relationship of me as energy to and towards physicality, matter, and substance to and towards the physical body, as the unconscious exists as the friction and conflict, as nature of me as conception of separation, that will constantly and continuously throughout my life consume my very physical body, substance, matter, and physicality for me to continue existing and surviving as negative energy experience, as the nature of the conception of me as a separate part that come into existence. With my subconscious mind as the second layer relationship of me as energy to and towards physicality, matter, and substance, as the subconscious as neutral energy experience manifests through and as the negative energy experience that ripple and reverberate into and as my beingness within and as the physical body, where those ripples and reverberations of and as energy, the moment it ripple and reverberate into and as my beingness of and as physicality, matter, and substance, it consume my very beingness for it to continue existing and surviving, that so manifest my awareness as energy as the neutral energy experience, subconscious mind. With my conscious mind as the third layer relationship of me as energy that exists as the culmination and accumulation of my first and second layered relationship to and towards the physical body as the unconscious, and to and towards my beingness as the subconscious, where the more my first layer relationship as the unconscious consumed from and of my physicality, substance, and matter as physical body through and as friction and conflict as negative energy experience, the more my second layer relationship accumulate as the more reverberations and ripples manifest within and as my beingness, and so consume more beingness, and in that moreness consumption process accumulate the neutral energy experience into and as the positive energy experience as the conscious mind. In this, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to exist as layered relationships to and towards the physical matter and substance, as consciousness as the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious mind, that will throughout my opportunity in time, with and as substance and physicality and matter, as the physical body and my beingness within, as and of the physical body, consume my physical body and beingness for me as consciousness, as energy, to exist and survive with the extent of time and opportunity that is available to me as substance, physicality, and beingness, for me to consume and transform into energy, because I, as energy, as consciousness, can only exist through and as the consumption of and as physicality, matter, and substance. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to take my process of inception as the emergence, birth of and as me, with and as my beingness and physical body, in and as absolute equality and oneness, with and as existence, in this physical existence and substance manifest, and instead limit my relationship to it as the emergence and birth of consciousness, as energy manifest, where I accept and allow myself to take equality and oneness as eternity and manifest it into a three-layered relationship system of and as the unconscious, subconscious, and conscious that will only exist finitely, where all that I am and in fact are in my who I am and what I am is a three-layered energy consuming relationship system, what I am, of and as the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind that manifests the totality of me as consciousness, who I am, and the optimum evolution point of me as positive energy experience in and as the conscious mind, how I am, where the what I am as energy consuming relationship system create the who I am as consciousness and manifest the how I am as my functioning existing that will only be through my movement as negative energy experience for me to search and seek the experience of my optimum evolution as energy awareness of and as positive energy experience. And so throughout my finite existence as energy and consciousness, consume matter, physicality, and substance in the process of me maintaining my optimum evolution experience of and as positive energy experience. Instead of my what I am, standing with and as existence and physicality and matter and substance, in and as equality and oneness, as the physical body and beingness to manifest the who I am as equality and oneness, with and as existence, physicality, matter, and substance, in and as equality and oneness to manifest the how I am as the living expression of me as life manifest in and the what and who I am. To the question, is the mind matter? Yes and no. Yes, because it comes from and of matter as it transforms matter into energy. No, because it transformed matter into energy, it is not equal to and one with and as matter, therefore, its relationship with matter is that of a parasite that feed off of and consume and transform matter into and as itself as energy to survive and exist. Therefore, we exist in a physical reality as an energy reality and money reality, where the energy and money reality is creating itself from and of the physical reality. And so the physical reality gets consumed and abused for the energy and money reality to survive and exist. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand the mind as consciousness, as me, mind's matter, separating myself into and as an energy reality from physical reality, where as and the moment I move out of the mother's womb, I start programming my energy reality as consciousness from and of physical reality. The specifics of how this is done, how we move out of the mother's womb with a force of negative energy experience, initiated by the motivation to search and seek for positive energy experience, will be walked in posts to come. In this, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand that for my energy reality to exist, I consume and mine the physical reality, internally as myself, as the mind, and externally as myself, as a world system of money, as the money reality consume and mine physical reality for its reality to continue existing and surviving, with the energy reality as the mind consciousness in direct relationship to and with the money reality, with the energy reality consuming the physical and beingness, and the money reality consuming the physical and the lives and beingness of humans, animals, nature, and the earth. And with the energy reality possessed with experiencing its optimum evolution as positive energy experience, equal to and one with the money reality possessed with experiencing its optimum evolution as positive energy experience as accumulation of money. In this, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how and why technology and systems evolved within and as the world system of money for the evolution maintenance experience of positive energy experience as accumulation of money for the world system, equal to and one with how and why personality systems and systems of consciousness and mind evolved within and as the mind and me for the evolution and maintenance experience of positive energy experience as me. And within this, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how energy evolution always reach a peak and has reached its peak as positive energy experience and accumulation of money, because I, as energy, can only evolve to a point of accumulating positive energy experience, as I, as money, can only evolve to a point of accumulating money. All that changed has changed is the ways, methods, means of internal systems and external technology I, within and without, create and manifest and develop as extensions of myself to maintain my energy and evolution. Thus, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand that evolution is an illusion. I only exist to accumulate positive energy experience as the mind and to accumulate money as the world system. The concept of evolution exists from and of consciousness as simply finding different and various ways of accumulating positive energy experience within and accumulating of money without. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand that I have conned myself as consciousness itself, as who I am and have become, as I've conned myself into existence through existing as energy from and of life, and claiming evolution for a few and minority in this physical existence that only experience that apparent evolution if and as they have money, while for them to experience and maintain apparent evolution as actually just accumulating positive energy experience within and money as positive energy experience without for their consciousness to survive and exist at the cost, expense, and loss of countless, the majority's lives, futures, and beingness as this physical existence and physical lives is destroyed, annihilated, and ruined. And thus, that we have in no way evolved within this existence. We've justified evolution in the name of and for consciousness of ourselves within and as the energy reality, when the actual reality of evolution is the motivation for positive energy experience within and money accumulation without. And throughout time, we've developed ways and means and methods of maintaining that positive energy experience within and money accumulation without. While for that energy evolution and money evolution as accumulation of energy and money to exist, we consume our physicals and this physical existence to a slow but certain death and end. Time to wake up and see beyond the con as consciousness as energy reality of mind and get into actual physical reality to see the truth of the con that we have become as consciousness and consequences we've become and manifested unto ourselves and all as ourselves within and as existence. I commit myself to, through writing, self-forgiveness, self-corrective application as the process I walk in returning me as the energy reality that I have manifested and created from and of the physical reality, back to physical reality as the process of assisting and supporting me of returning me to my actual origin and source as physicality and matter as substance manifest. And in that process of returning me to my origin and source as physicality and matter as substance manifest of and as equality and oneness, I will matter with and as matter, with matter as equality and oneness manifest. I will as and with matter direct myself in and as and with that which matters as is physical existence, and live to stand in and with the name of matter as physicality, to assist and support and ensure that matter is what matters in and as this physical existence, that matter, physicality, and life as equality and oneness is what matters as the reality of and as ourselves. And so I commit myself to, as I stand with and as and in the name of matter, as physicality and physical existence, I no more use God's, the physical, as my source and origin, name in vain, as I, as consciousness, consume the physical reality for my energy reality, for my vanity as consciousness, as positive energy experience, as my own survival and self and interest of and as me as energy. In this, I commit myself to, as I stand in and as the name of and as and with matter and physicality, in and as equality and oneness, with life that matters as matter itself, as this physical existence, to change and transform the world system of money that has become my image and likeness of using God's and the physical's name in vain, consuming this physical existence and transforming it into money, for its own vanity as money accumulation, and change and transform it into an as an equal money system, with and as the starting point of standing in and as equality and oneness, with and as this physical existence, as standing with and as and in the name of and as matter and this physical existence as life, that gift and give life to all in this physical existence. I commit myself to, as I walk my process of writing self-forgiveness, as the process of seeing, realizing, and understanding the con as me as consciousness, that have con myself and so all as myself, into and as believing that energy is life, because I see, realize, and understand that as long as I remain as consciousness, conning me, I will accept and allow others as me to be conned by and through me, and accept and allow them to continuing conning themselves as consciousness for the energy reality of and as ourselves to exist and survive. To, as I walk my process of writing and self-forgiveness, to with me see beyond the energy reality as consciousness, to see through the con of consciousness, to stop conning ourselves and each other, and so stop the energy reality, stop the consumption and abuse of and as the physical reality and this physical existence. And as we walk the self-corrective application from and of the writing and self-forgiveness as returning ourselves as energy to and as and with the physical, and from this return, stand up and stand with physicality, substance, and matter, and reemerge, rebirth, as life in this one life, within the process of self-corrective application. Because the opportunity and time is still here. We're still breathing. And thus, utilize the time and opportunity we have to rebirth and reemerge as life in this one life, and utilize the time and opportunity to stand as life, living examples in transforming ourselves and eventually this world as ourselves.